Heeding quotes and life lessons is like conversing with the finest minds of past centuries, and what could be better than a conversation with one of the most brilliant and wise men in modern history? Mark Twain turned knowledge into an advantage with these life lessons. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Always obey your parents when they are present. This is the best policy in the long run, because if you don't, they will make you. The truth must be served like a coat and not thrown in the face like a wet towel. When you fish for love bait with your heart, nod your brain. Better a broken promise than none at all. Patriot the person who can holler the loudest without knowing what he is hollering about. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. Whatever a man's age, he can reduce it by several years by putting a bright. No man respects himself much. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. There are several good protections against the temptations, but the surest is cowardice. Do right and you will be conspicuous. Be good and you will be lonesome. Man will do many things to get himself loved. He will do all things to get himself envied. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Life is short, break the rules, forgive, quickly kiss, slowly love, truly laugh uncontrollably, and never regret anything that makes you smile. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. In certain trying circumstances, urgent circumstances, desperate circumstances, profanity furnishes a relief denied even to prayer. Clothes make the man naked. People have little or no influence in society. By land, they're not making it anymore. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant. I could hardly stand to have the old man around, but when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. Never argue. With a fool, onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world, I know, because I've done it thousands of times. Only two things we'll regret on deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. We lavish gifts upon children, but the most precious gift, our personal association, which means so much to them, we give grudgingly. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Always acknowledge fault frankly. This will throw those in authority off guard and give you an opportunity to make a choice. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. A man should not be without morals. It is better to have bad morals than none at all. Grief can take care of itself, but to get full value of a joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. A baker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. The lack of money is the root of all evil. April 1. This is the day upon which we are reminded of what we are on the other. No civilization can be perfect until the exact equality between men and women is included. The man who was a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he is an optimist after it, he knows too little. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting its shoes on. Never marry a woman who has had sex with her own ego, for it'll always take precedence over you. Loyalty to country, always loyalty to government when it deserves it. It is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. After all these years, I see that I was mistaken about Eve. In the beginning,